imagine if you were like suddenly the counselor for a slave owner who grew up from generations of slave owners and was suddenly informed at 45 years old that not only did he did not have the right to have slaves anymore, but that it had been a terrible thing that he'd been involved in. He's not going to come and say, oh, wow, I see what you mean. Wow, that's been really awful. He's going to be like, what on earth are you talking about? This is our lifestyle for generations. This is real. This is right. This is just. This is how the world is and should be. So our only hope with an abuser is to get him to be challenged about his societal beliefs from like 6 different directions. I need him arrested because then he's had to send the message, your legal system doesn't agree with what you're doing. And then I need him in an abuser program, so he's been being confronted by males and females, because he should have both male and female counselors ideally, week after week. Like, this isn't okay what you're doing. And then his own relatives need to go after him. That's not common, unfortunately, but he needs his own relatives to say, this isn't cool. His friends are usually behind him, so he needs to get with a different group of friends. If he keeps staying with the same group of friends, they're going to keep backing him up. Just like an alcoholic, right, has to stop hanging out with the person he or she has been drinking with, or nothing's going to change. And so this is why we don't see a huge range of change in abusers, is because they have to get the message from so many different places. Otherwise, they just hang on tightly. You misunderstand me. You don't realize that this is what I had to do to defend my rights. It's a very distorted view, but that's his view. You don't realize how awful this woman was. You're being unfair to me by taking my slaves. These are my slaves. You can't take my slaves away from me. That's not fair to me. Who's going to grow the crops? It's a very, very twisted mentality, but it's deep. It's really deep.